What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Paddock, and today we're going to talk about how to scoop on the saxophone. Scooping on the saxophone is a really great way to add some emphasis to a note. And the concept behind scooping is actually pretty simple. We're just going to slide into a note. So if I was just going to play a B, and I wanted to add some emphasis or milk that B a little bit, I would slide into it or scoop into it from below. Using that scoop adds a lot of drama to that note. So let's talk about how to play a scoop. It's actually pretty easy, and like most articulations, it's all done with your tongue. So I'm going to show you a really silly word that gives you the tongue position you need to actually do a scoop. And that word is doit. I know, it's silly, but say the word doit. And when you say that, that's the complete tongue movement that you want. So the D and doit is where we tongue the note, but we tongue it and we want to start flat right away, as opposed to in tune. So we're tonguing it and bringing it down right away. And then as soon as we tongue the note, we're going to bring our tongue down even more, and that is the oi in the doit. So when we tongue the note, start off flat and bring it down even further. So we're hitting that note flat and then bringing it down even lower with our tongue position in the oi position. And then to finish off the scoop, we're going to play the oit, and that's going to bring our tongue back up and push the air into the saxophone and get you back in tune and give you that scoop sound. So it's all about your tongue position. You want to tongue the note a little bit flat, bring your tongue down even more, and then push the air back up into your saxophone with your tongue raising up in your mouth. One of the biggest mistakes that sax players make when they first start using scoops is that they don't bring their tongue down low enough, or they do it too fast. You want to bring your tongue down a little bit lower than you would think and definitely make it last longer than you would expect. So instead of doit, doit, you want doit. So you're really going to milk it. Now there are all different lengths of scoops. That is a longer scoop. You could also play it a little bit shorter, but you still want to have that depth of the scoop. And as soon as you hit your goal note, so the end of the scoop, you want to put vibrato on that note. If you play the goal note without any vibrato, it's going to sound a little funny. So you're scooping the note down, and then when you finally hit it and play it in tune, you're going to put some vibrato on it. Now that we've talked about how to scoop into a note, let's talk about how to scoop in the middle of a note. So if you're holding a note and you want to put a scoop in the middle of it, or you have the same note several times in a row, but you don't want to tongue it, you want to scoop into it each time, this is how you would do that. This is what it'll sound like. It's basically just like a deep vibrato. So we're starting off with the pitch in tune, and then we're going to bring our tongue down in the oi position and then bring it back up. So we're not going to do the D and the doit because we've already started the pitch, so we don't need to tongue it to start it. So we're just going to bring our tongue down and then push it back up. Now, one thing that you definitely want to do is as you are bringing the pitch down, you want to get softer and then get louder as you're bringing the pitch back up. Take a listen. If you don't, it sounds okay like that, but you'll add a lot more texture to it if you use dynamics along with the shape of your scoop. We've talked about how to scoop into a note. We've talked about how to scoop in between a note. Now let's talk about how to scoop down to a note. If you're going to scoop down to a note, you're most likely going to be coming from another note. So in this example, I'm going to play a high B going down to a high A. So when I do this scoop, I'm going to do the opposite of the doit, because I don't want my tongue position going up now. I want it going down. So I'm going to say dia. So when you say dia, your tongue goes down and it lands on that ya. The ya would be the A. So we're going to actually start on the B, then make the note, the B flat or the A sharp, however you want to think about it, and land on the A. So I'm using that dia tongue position to bring the pitch from the B down to the A smoothly while scooping my way down. So again, you can think about making the B flat and landing on the A, or you can think about the A being sharp and landing on the A. Probably makes a little bit more sense to think about the B going flat and then landing on the A. So you can also scoop into a note and then down to the next note. So in this example, I'm going to scoop into a B and then down to an A. There are all different types of textures and sounds you can create with scoops because you have a couple different variables. You can vary the speed of the scoop. So this is a really long scoop. That sounds really great up in the altissimo. So I'm starting on a high A. When I start on that high A and slide my way into that D, it just adds a really big climax to that note. You can make your scoops a lot shorter and faster. So it almost sounds like an accent. You can put a scoop in the middle. You can scoop in and out of notes. Which can give you like a really whiny, old school bluesy sound. So there are tons of different ways that you can play your scoops, no matter what type of song you're playing. Have fun working on scoops, and remember, it's all about your tongue position.